Okay, the game started a little bit early, so we apologize. There's 2 balls thrown at Donnie, who just goes to his side, rushes the line. So right now on your left, we have the Untouchables. There's 2 of them left in against 3 of the leftovers. Bounce and a block. Rushing the line. And 2 misses. Donnie stays back at the back line. Smart move if you don't have a ball. And the 3 throws go in. 1 connects. And we're down to 1 for the Untouchables. Ooh, a nice dodge. Ooh, and the counter on the seesaw there. Misses. Ooh. That's a Sao just getting out of the way of that hot shot. Throw it Donnie. Donnie goes. Ooh, nice block. Oh, and a hit. 2 on 1 now. Oh, easy block. And that's a hit. Score is 1-2. No, that's not right. That is not right either. That is 1-0 to the leftovers. Off the rush. Quick throw. Miss. Ooh. A little high on that shot. A little bit. Oh. Oh, and a catch. And out. That is why you probably shouldn't go up on your own. Hopefully, now that we've adjusted the camera, it's a little bit easier for you to see. Oh, quick shot. Down to 1 on the Untouchables. Oh, and that's a hit. 2 now for the leftovers. As we wait for the Shaggers to set the balls back up again. Catch by Donnie, catch by Asa. Oh, that's going to take things up pretty quickly. 2 out right away. We are now down to 3 leftovers versus 2 Untouchables. There's the call from the center. Ooh, looked like a block. Ooh, hit. 2 on 2 now. Good blocks. Advantage. Oh. Now they've turned it around from down 3-2 up 2-1. See if they can finish this. Oh, wow. Nice big jump there. Seems like everybody and their brother's learning how to jump now these days. I wonder where that started. Oh, nice clean block. Almost got his shoes, though. But didn't. And that is a hit. Untouchables on the board with their first point. As the teams line up again. See what Donnie on the wing there is doing is he's just pulling the ball back over the line, activating it, and that is a catch from Asa. That's an out. And that's another out. Two very quick outs, changing the scope of this game. Cross goes wide and misses. They come to the line. Ooh, and he blocks them both. Oh, here comes the call. Oh, and a catch. Now we've got 4-on-3. That's why catches change the game quite dramatically. They've got all 6 balls. That's a hit. It's a lesson to anyone out there who's learning how to play dodgeball. You probably do not want to give up 6 balls because it leaves you completely defenseless. And if the team's organized, you can get 3 or 4 at you. Good counter catch, though. Brings back 4-on-1 now. And a hit. So Untouchables have now tied it up. Just when we thought perhaps that the leftovers are going to run away with it, we now have an even game. Now, for those of you out there watching, I'm wondering the same thing myself. Where is my partner? Who was going to do this commentary with me? I guess we'll just have to wait till next time, maybe. Oh, no throw off the rush this time. Delayed throw gets the hit. Always keep your eyes forward. Any mistake can be punished by good players. Call coming in from the center. And that did not seem to go to the call where it was. Sometimes that happens. A catch and an out, so 1 for 1. And that's an out. About 3v3 here. And that's an out. Sometimes you don't actually have to hit the person. You can force them out by making them, have to dodge out of the way and cross the line, or in that case, block and push you back. Ooh, lucky to stay on the line there at the back. Oh, looks like stepped over the line. Ref called that. Always got to be careful of that. I've done that myself sometimes. Gone way over the line when you're not paying attention. But we're down to a 2v2. Oh, and the counter rush. They have learned well. Someone must be teaching them some dodgeball strategies. Wonder who that might be. Oh, and that's a hit. And that's a hit. Leftovers retake the lead, 3-2. Looking like we've got about 5 minutes until sudden death for the first half. At which time they will switch sides. Now, the way that we play, for those of you at home who don't know our rules, is we play till about 18 minutes. If they're in the middle of a set at 18 minutes, we will go to sudden death. If the set finishes between about 18:30 and 18 minutes to go on the timer, we just swap sides. But at the end of the game, at 2 minutes, is when we go to sudden death. And if that ends, if a set ends around 2.5 minutes to 2 minutes, then we just start a set at sudden death. Although, of course, this being a final or a bronze medal game, if the score isn't close at that point, then we probably will not play that extra set. Just depends on the situation. Oh, 2 quick eliminations on the leftovers. And we've still got 5 on untouchables. And they are taking it smart by having the center throw. This way, with the wings keeping their balls, they are protected. Well, chaos is starting to creep in a little bit there. With the head been disciplined for a little short while there on the untouchables. And let's see if they continue that. Now they've got advantage, so. And they throw all their balls. Not recommended, although in this situation, because the walls are so close to the court, it means that they get some rollbacks, which can be advantageous if you are a hard thrower and you throw straight. It is not good if you like to dodge and jump out of the way. See, that ball rolls right back. But Untouchable is playing disciplined once again, only throwing 1 ball at a time. And that's a hit. Now they're down. Ooh. They have got 5 of the balls. And it looks like they're going to all throw. And while, yes, they can all throw all 5 balls, that's probably not something that I would recommend. In this case, though, it worked out for them. And they have a 5v1. And this is Chris. Last week, he was actually in several of these. Last one in for his team. Took about half of them out. It's not easy doing that, but sometimes some players like to do a little bit better because they don't have to worry about communication. The problem he's got right now is that he's getting all these rollbacks and he's getting tired. Sometimes when you're last one in, you actually want to be defensive to try and get them off their game a little bit. So rather than just kind of doing target practice, you want to be able to kind of rush the line right after a throw. He's still got about 2 minutes until sudden death. So, yeah. And that's one of the strategies you need to use. Probably not the best idea to throw that away because now they're just going to be sitting there waiting for another ball. And while they'll only have 1 thrown at them, they want to be able to kind of counter and return. So now he's got a throw. They actually have the ability to counter his throw. But if I were them, I would still wait for 1 more ball. And it looks like they did. Now let's see what they do. Normally the strategy in this case, some teams will play what we call a seesaw. So if he throws at one person, the other person will counter them, and vice versa. And usually they'll go up to the line to put a little pressure. So now the burden is on them. They've got 3 balls. Let's see if they throw 1 or throw 2 or if they throw all 3. They threw all three and missed. Maybe not the best. Ooh. Couldn't tell if that clipped him, but he's generally an honest player, so he probably just got under it. But that one does get him. And Untouchables have tied it up just before sudden death. So sometimes you just make the decision. It's 18-40 right now, so we're going to swap them over at halftime. So now the Untouchables are going to move to the right of your screen, and the leftovers are going to your left. The leftovers are on the left. I probably shouldn't laugh at my own jokes, but I'm going to get James to laugh at them for me. He's snorting there, so that's pretty good. I think it was genuine too. I don't think that was unearned. Usually we don't take a lot of time, so you see we're going straight into it. And a throw off the rush, just misses some feet. I always like to see these close matches, but it's not always that fun to be in them. And that's a little snipe from Donnie really far back. Always pays to keep attention, keep your eyes forward, and always on the balls of your feet, because you never know when you're going to have to move really quick. Oh, another hit, and then another hit. Dodgeball is a great sport because it's kind of kind of similar to baseball, where a lot of things don't happen for a while, and all of a sudden lots of stuff does happen. Yeah, so we've got 4 for the leftovers right now, 3 for Untouchables. And that looked like a hit. Can always tell one of the telltale signs of a hit is the sound. And a lot of us are getting a really keen ear for that little flick on people. And there's a catch. So a 4-on-2 now becomes a 3-on-3. Like I said before, catches win matches. Let's see if they can take advantage of this turn in fortune. And they have now turned it to a 3-on-2. Oh, and that is unlucky right there. A double hit. So Paulo's left now alone. He's got 4 balls. And that is him hit out. So leftovers, yet again, retake the lead. So we are up to 4-3.
Wow,
and oh, and look, we've got Jazz here. I think she wants to do some commentary.
Oh, I'm not very good at commentary, but I just want to come in. How cool is this? Look at you guys go. With all this, like...
Yes, we are slowly learning, and here comes the rush. No throw. Oh, there's a throw and a catch. Actually, speaking that Jazz is here, Jazz is kind of a catch specialist who's done that exact same thing to me several times, although a little more dramatically than that one. But a catch off the rush, again, is one of those things that just changes the tide of the whole game. It can put you in a really early hole when you think you hit someone. Although the worst thing is the catch off a deflection. And you'll see that Donnie took advantage of Andrew there not coming back. We call this a lot of the times admiring your throw. So he was watching kind of how his throw went and not getting back quickly enough.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, it's something that we're trying to learn and get out of those bad habits. Feel free. Jazz is going to go and try and fiddle with the overlay here.
I'm going to ruin it.
She's not going to ruin it because we are learning here, and every mistake is a learning opportunity. You can tell that in my day job, I'm a teacher, and that is kind of what we look at. Oh, yes, she's learning. We've done some pretty convoluted stuff. I want to say complicated, but it's not really complicated. It's more convoluted. She did not ruin it. You can still tell the time, and you can still tell the score. And that is a bounce. So when it bounces, obviously, it does not count. It has to hit them on the full. When the ball hits the ground, it becomes a dead object. Just like there, it became a dead object before it even hit the wall. Other dead objects include players that are out or balls that have been thrown. So if two balls hit each other in the air, they have both become dead objects, and if they subsequently hit people, then they are not out. That being said, though, if you have a ball and you block an object, it is still alive. So, ooh, there's another catch. He is on fire. That's about the third or fourth catch he's had. Really keeping his team in the match. And Jazz is now finding out what I found out. Like, oh, yet another catch. So we've gone down from a 4 on 2. Oh, and he gets the hit. Might have stepped over the line, but it doesn't really matter because his teammates are left in. So now we have yet another tie game. So I'll show you how we do this.
I love it.
Yes, this whole setup was actually done by Josh, who is a bit shy to do the commentary now, but definitely need to thank him for all the work he's put in this past week and a half to sort this out for us. He's graduating year 8 tomorrow, so well done, Josh. You're more knowledgeable than a lot of us, although I would think probably Jazz has a little bit of knowledge, being as yeah. Well, the good thing is that this technically isn't streaming because we're just recording it for upload onto YouTube later. And thank you for all you people who are out there. I don't think we ever asked this, but please, please, please subscribe to us and like. Ooh. And so that's a disarm. For those of you who don't know what a disarm is, he blocked the ball, but the ball kind of came out of his hand. He was disarmed. And so he is out. We had a big, long discussion about this the other day that... Oh, and Donnie makes a catch. If you get disarmed and the ball is caught, you would still be out from the disarm. But the person who threw the ball, ooh, that looked like a hit, but wow, he got just under that. Oh, and he's called out by the ref. That's what I thought. Thought I heard a sound over there, but I'm not going to overrule the ref because they're obviously a little bit closer. On here, the boys coming back from their little talk outside. Are they going to go? No, they don't want to talk. Amir's got that little grin on his face like, I'm too shy, but I'm not really.
Good evening, people. Hope you're all having a good time.
And that, for those of you at home, that's Josh. He's the one I was telling you about earlier. You're going to have to watch the video to hear what I said about you.
I will.
Oh, and that's another out. Ooh, we are ticking down. We've got about 11 and a half minutes left, as you can see on the timer. Every point now is going to make a huge difference. Oh, wow. Yet another catch. That is one of the reasons why you probably shouldn't throw from the back line. I think sometimes you can easily underestimate some players' abilities. But I know now if I'm playing him, I will not be throwing from the back line because my throw is not as hard as Donnie's. Now, can Untouchables take the lead for the first time in this match? They've been fighting back and fighting back. Every single time they went down, they've managed to tie it up. Now here they've got an opportunity, 3v3, to see if they can take it out. And the rush up to the line, a little high. You notice a lot of players tend to do that. It's kind of a sign that they're getting a bit tired. And it's one thing that we work on in our trainings is to keep that ball down. It's better to miss on with the ball skipping off the ground. It doesn't look as good, for sure, but it's a lot safer, less easy to catch, and more likely to actually hit the target. Not a lot of jumpers here, so the high shots probably aren't. Ooh. Yeah, it looked cool until it didn't. Those one-handed blocks, which a lot of people seem to do, are not really effective. Oh. I think by the reaction of the crowd, you can tell they thought he was hit. I thought he was hit too. And the catch counts. So he managed to get rid of one of them, but he got kid out himself soon after. Now we've got another 2v1 situation. We'll see if they do this seesaw. Nope, they do not. And they just bide their time and take the shot out. So now it is again leftovers, up by 1. It is the one on the left. I know. See, someone else is making that same joke, so I'm not the only one here. the question is going to be, since all the people who kind of know what they're doing with this are all playing in the next game, who's going to do the commentary and all that jazz? No, that was actually not intentional, and that's why I think it's even funnier. And all those other things. Jazz, of course, being beside me. Oh, so we've got 4v2? Or, no, 5 on 5 still. No one's out yet. I am paying attention, I promise you. But sometimes it is hard. Ooh, closing down to about 6.5 minutes to go until sudden death. Even though it says 8.5 minutes on the clock. That's just a guide. I know, I am a little bit blind sometimes. Although surprisingly, at my age, I think everyone else in my family has glasses except for me, so. Oh, that's, ooh. And there's a slide across the floor and another slide down, and both were effective. One of the advice I got back when I was at with the New Zealand national team was keep your eyes open on the ball, and neither of them really did that, but I guess it lucked out for them. You'll notice a lot of the Dodgers on the leftovers, particularly Chris, has a wide open stance. That's so he can go in any direction. I was recently watching a video on TikTok of, I think it was one of the cloth players from Malaysia, and they had a similarly wide stance, but were really, really subtle movements left and right. Ooh, and a nice little dodge over there. Doesn't look tricky, but that is a hard one to do. Getting those feet up really quickly can take a lot of effort. We're down to a 2v2. Oh, and 2v1. Now, is this where leftovers take a bit of a bigger breathing space? Or can he come back? Now remember, he's had a few catches already this game, and a catch here would change it massively. Like I said before, better to miss short than to put it up high. Ooh. Almost caught him napping. Oh. Went for it. Went for the gamble. It is now 6-4. There was no catch. Yeah, no, he didn't catch. So that is Selena down there. You can't really see. Oh no, you can see her in the video. He's saying he didn't make a catch. His teammates somehow saw something that nobody else saw. I think there's often, yeah, that happens a lot. Usually in dodgeball, it's actually the other way around. People say that things happened that everyone did see, or that didn't happen that people did see. There's a lovely TikTok account called Dodgeball Cheats, and you can see some people who were less than honest in their dodgeball games. It's really hard to police. As I wrote once to this group, there are 18 objects, 12 people, and 6 balls on the court, and it is almost impossible for one referee or even 2 referees to have a look. So we rely a lot on honesty, and the player there was being quite honest. Maybe his teammates were a little over enthusiastic. Oh, we've got 5v4 now. They've got about 3 minutes. But all they really need to do is to tie it up before regulation ends. And there's a catch by Paulo. Chaos, chaos, chaos right now. Looks like leftovers have all the leftover balls. That one was on purpose, and that is why you don't give away all the balls. There's not much you can do. Although one of the things that we kind of teach people to do is put 2 balls on each wing. But hard to do. Oh, I don't know how I would sort that one out. It looked like the catch counted. Yeah, hard to tell. I don't know if Paulo touched that one. But good thing James has a good eye on there. Over there you can see him. So yeah, that's, like I said, 18 objects, really hard to keep track of them all. And that's why we often let our people who are not playing on any of the teams to kind of give their input. But yeah, if I were Untouchables, I'd be trying to hurry this up because they need to win this set before 2 minutes. And they've got about 1:40 left. Can't tell if the official clock is the same. Oh, and they have done it now, so 6-5. Now, realistically, Untouchables have to win this next point. If they win this next point, they will force a. I'm assuming they're going to take 1.5 minutes, but who knows? I've seen stranger things happen. So yeah, so if they tie it up here, even after sudden death, then we'll play a further set that is not sudden death. I don't think we actually went over the rules for this. I probably should have done that. I'm a bad league organizer for not making that clear. That being said, if leftovers do end up winning the set, then that is kind of a moot point. So we will definitely be having sudden death soon. I bet if you like zoom in really hard at home, you can see the time. Yeah, that makes sense. We did start the timer a little bit late for this game. Ooh, so we've got a 4-on-2 for sudden death. I would say the odds are probably in the favor of the 4. But again, stranger things have happened. We lost a semifinal in sudden death last time when we were up 3-1, and that player came back and eliminated all 3 of us. So again, these two have both actually been in last one in several times. So we'll see if they can survive and get third. Oh, there got one of them. Oh, now it is 3-on-1. And there we go. So it is tied. So we are going to go to overtime. So we will definitely be having a tiebreaker. One more set. One more set. No. No. Set the timer for... Hopefully we're going to... Oh, what's she setting it to? Oh, 4 minutes. Okay. Never mind, James. James, all good. All good. 4 is fine. We'll do 4 minutes. So ignore the clock now. I think, see if Jazz can figure out, I don't know where it is. It's probably in Chrome, because that's the Google timer that we're using there. We are very high tech. So I need to apologize to James there. I sent him down there to set 2 minutes when they had already decided 4. And to be honest, probably be over quicker than that. Oh, and smartly, everyone is cautious off the rush. They know what this means. This is a bronze medal. Well, we don't actually have medals. Ooh, and a jump by Paulo. We are a little bit ahead of time, so we're probably good. Although, I think a lot of us are going to have to warm up. And they got Donnie. Now, Donnie is probably one of the best players we've got up here in Auckland. He's been to Worlds several times. Not the last bit. He's just had his second child. And I don't know if you've seen his first child running around. He's pretty good himself. He's 4 years old, and he's got a bullet of an arm for a 4-year-old. But that definitely hurts to have leftovers lose him. It's nice to see games like this. Hard fought, close. And it's very tense in here. You can feel the tension in the atmosphere. Ooh. Ooh. Somehow they threw a bunch of balls, and now they have 5. That's rollbacks for you, I guess. Ooh. That is close to a yellow card, but it wouldn't really matter. Yeah. at Worlds, famously, one of the Australian players kicked the ball, went up almost all the way to the ceiling, and it was a massive gymnasium. But he was out for about 5 minutes. Ooh. Now, just to point out that UntouchaBALLZ has not led for a single second of this game. And all they need to do is win this 4v1. And they get third. Wow. Just wow. That was amazing. So that is UntouchaBALLZ taking out third place, 7-6. Thank you for watching this video. Again, please like and subscribe to our channel. And we will see you next up for the gold medal match between Throwbots and Dodgy Knees. Now, unfortunately for you, I will not be commentating on that. I'm not sure if anyone will. Maybe Paulo will come up here and do that. Hopefully he knows how to do this stuff. But I'm signing off now, and we're going to just hit that stop recording button. Sayonara.